You've been such a good boy. Such a good boy. What's up, guys? Now, I wanted to do a quick video just telling you guys the 5 things I love about the Jeep Wrangler, plus a small bonus at the end. Okay, so first things first, the number one thing is that the doors and the roof comes off. That was pretty much one of the major deciding factors for me buying the Jeep Wrangler, and one of the reasons why I was originally drawn towards the Jeep Wrangler. Because, I mean, let's be honest, how cool is that? You can take the doors and the roof off. That's something totally unique to the Wrangler, of taking the doors off, and that's, that's a selling feature about it. And also for, my Jeep, I have the convertible soft top, so you can just take it off, put it back on. It doesn't take very long. So having the convertible soft top is a nice feature that you can just unhook it and just fold back the roof and then put it back on whenever you want. That's a quick feature that you can do. With the hard top, you can still do it. It takes a little bit more time of taking off the 2 upper panels and then taking off the complete back piece. That takes a little bit longer, but you can still take it off, put it back on whenever you want. And putting the doors back on, that's a great selling feature, and that's one of the major reasons why I wanted a Jeep Wrangler. The second thing is the customization about the Jeep Wrangler. Now, there's so many aftermarket parts for the Jeep Wrangler, and that's another major feature that I really loved about the Jeep. There's so many different manufacturers that are making so many different aftermarket parts. If you want, a lift kit, bigger wheels, bigger tires, Under Armour skid plates, LED lightings, aftermarket off-road lightings, bumpers, winches, just about anything that you would need. So I really like that. You can really make your Jeep custom, geared towards your own personality. So that's a major factor that I really love about the Jeep Wrangler. Now, for myself, I did a couple quick upgrades to my Jeep. I know a lot of things I've done, they're just simple things, but I plan on doing much more. I plan on doing a lift kit. I think around a 2-inch or 3-inch lift kit with bigger wheels and bigger tires. That's, I know that's coming up for me in the future, but just starting things off, a couple quick upgrades, it really transforms the way that the Jeep looks, and it really makes your Jeep stand out. Having that ability of having all the customization, that's a real nice feature. The third thing is the interior. The interior of the Jeep is really nice because it can take a beating. It can get wet, it can get dirty. You can clean it off relatively easily, especially with my year, Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. This is the 2010. This was the last year that they made this interior, because inside 2011 they made the newer interior. So having this interior, it helps out a lot. And as you can see, someone is enjoying the interior of the Jeep nicely. And the good thing about this stuff, it can be cleaned up pretty well. There you go. Yeah, this type of interior can be cleaned up relatively easily. It didn't get wet. This does come with, since the roof and the doors come off, in case it rains, this can get cleaned out pretty easily. So I'm happy with that. But this is the last year for the Unlimited of this interior. With the newer one, 2011 through the present year, it's a little bit different of an interior. It's a much more updated one. It can still get wet and everything, but I don't know. I prefer this interior. Whoa, someone's talking. Someone's talking to us. The fourth thing is the interior room, or the practicality of the 4-door version. I'm not saying that the 2-door version isn't as practical, because plenty of people do daily drive the 2-door version. But for myself, having the Unlimited is a great selling feature about the Jeep. This thing is so practical. I have had this back crammed with so much stuff. On numerous occasions, I've had the back just crammed with so much stuff, like to the brim. I was able to carry a Ferret cage, a whole bunch of workout equipment, a whole bunch of weights, and a couple other things all at the same time. I was able to put, a large table back there with the chairs. Just, I don't know, it's been actually quite a few times I've been able to load this bad boy up, to the brim and be able to drive. And that's a real nice feature, that you can put stuff in the back, put people in the back, have your gear, whatever you need, and you can just keep going. So having that 4 doors, this is a real practical vehicle that you can use on a daily basis. And the fifth thing is, which is going to sound kind of weird saying that this is a Jeep Wrangler, I'm going to say the comfortability. Comparing this car towards other like luxury SUVs, I mean, they're going to outclass the Jeep inside the comfortability and just the luxury, because obviously they were meant for that. But for what this is, I'm going to say this car is really comfortable for me personally. I would say I love the seating position. You sit up really high, just on, even on, you know, the stock suspension, you sit up high, and the actual chair itself is pretty high. I like that. Being taller is just, I don't know, something about it. You have a real nice commanding view of everything, of the road. So for that, I really love the way that you just fit in the car, if that makes sense. You sit up high, but for myself, I actually like it a lot. Even when I was comparing it to other pickup trucks and driving other pickup trucks, I will say I didn't like the driving position in those, but I much more prefer the driving position inside the Jeep. So I mean, I know that's kind of hard to explain, but I like the driving position inside this Jeep better than inside, like, you know, some older Dodge Rams and stuff like that. This driving position is a little bit better. Even for someone like myself who's coming from the car community, you know, driving inside lower cars and driving really low to the ground, jumping in this just feels really comfortable. Just right off the bat, it just feels comfortable. I know that's going to be different for everyone, but for myself, I like the way it feels, and I can honestly take a really long road trip in this car and be 100% comfortable and just drive on the highway, you know. So I will say that. So the actual seating position is really nice. And then the bonus feature is, well, it's really kind of two in one. I would say the number one thing is the Jeep Wave. Coming from the motorcycle community, how you just normally wave to other motorcyclists, it's really cool that you can do that inside the Jeep. You just give each other like the nice little, you know, the piece or like the wave or whatever you want to do. You're just kind of giving someone else inside of the Jeep Wrangler like a nice little like heads up, like, hey, I see you. I think that's really cool, and that's something that I really enjoy doing. It's also really cool when someone else, if they have like an older Cherokee and it's kind of modified or lifted or something like that, they'll usually do a Jeep Wave back at you, or they're usually the ones to initiate it towards you. So that's pretty cool. So I will say I like that, and that's a cool feature about the Jeep Wrangler. And also I will say, for, you know, this is kind of along the same line, but that this is a American-made vehicle. Now, I know that's kind of weird, but I'm a very patriotic person, and I'm happy that at least I'm driving a American-made vehicle. I know some people are going to say, you know, American-made cars, you know, they kind of suck. But I think it's kind of cool that this is a American-made vehicle, and yeah, I showed off quite a bit. I have American stickers on my car. Well, I shouldn't say stickers. I have American decals on my car, and I usually have American flag on the back of my Jeep. So I think with that, you know, it's a pretty cool thing, and I think that brings everything all together, that this is pretty much a cool package that you have with the Jeep Wrangler. Oh yeah, so that's pretty much, you know, the 5 things plus the little bonuses that I love about the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a like. Check out some of the other videos that I've done. I've done a lot of other videos on this Jeep Wrangler, and I plan on doing a whole bunch more. So if you like this video, check out my channel. Thanks guys, see ya.